What's up, guys? How's it going? MikeTheTech here, and we have a huge one for you. Quite literally, it's heavy as well. This is a brand new one from Cololight. This is the COLO GCS. This is a literally 11 speaker, 7.1.2 surround sound. Now, what does 0.2 mean? I've heard of 7.1 surround sound. We've got 7 speakers and 1 bass, but what is the other 2? Well, that's actually 2 overhead speakers. So you've got the speakers around you as well as some on top. So you're hearing things from every possible direction. How cool is that? And this is no Bluetooth in latency audio kind of thing. This is a really high-end device because it has basically HDMI ARC throughput. So you can actually plug your HDMI devices directly into this and then output to your TV and get direct audio from those devices, which is really, really neat. Now, this does go on gaming chairs, so thankfully, we've got a gaming chair back here that we're actually going to install it on and see what it's like. But I am extremely excited to try this out. While it is designed for PC to get that full surround immersive audio, this does support Xbox, PS5, all that good stuff as well. So let's go ahead and get a nice wrap around of the box. And let's drop it down and open it up. I'm excited to try this one out. Ooh. It's definitely a big boy. Let me bring out the extra cameras so you guys can get a good view on this. And I think I'm going to drop the table down a bit as well. So let's drop this down so that you can get a better view. All right, so yeah, as you can see, quite the box. I did get some B-roll footage of this in case you can't quite see all the steps right here, but we're gonna go ahead and start putting this together. So inside the box, we've got another box. Let's go ahead and pull all of these out just so we can make some space. Very well packaged. A lot of these really seem like, actually, yeah, they are. They're individual products. These are Cololight extensions that you can put on your wall that are RGB. That's really, really cool. Razer Chroma compatible as well. I'll set those aside. We've got some stickers here. And then the main event, the big boy. This thing is absolutely massive. Ugh. So we can see here that it does have a speaker right here. I believe this is where the bass is going to be, the subwoofer. And then on the insides, we have not only the speakers themselves, but we have buttons as well to control some of that. On the other side, we have what I believe to be audio controls and more speakers as well. Right in front, we do have some screws here that we can use to screw into the actual holders. All right, so I legit had to do some landscaping there to make more room for this, but now I've got our gaming chair here, a bunch of trash on the floor. Don't look at that. And then we're back to the actual device. You can just see how large this thing is. I'm going to go ahead and set this down. Just like that. And we're going to continue with the unboxing. As cool of a box as this is, it is massive. All right, so now let's see what's in this second box here. So we've got a nice little, looks like a cable wrap. Couple of those here. We have a power cable. We have the power adapter. We have an HDMI cable. Ooh, I've been needing one of these actually. We've got an HDMI L adapter. That's super useful. And another HDMI cable, because since this is eARC, you will need to put one in and one out, so they even give you 2. That's pretty cool. Let's see, let's find out what this is. This is the user manual. And this is going to give us all of the information about how to set everything up. Very nice. Now here it looks like we've got some more electronics. I think this is the overhead speakers. Yeah, these are the overhead speakers. We've got a 1/4 adapter here. Guitarists will recognize that one. And then a nice speaker right up top. Let's go ahead and set that aside. And we'll open up the other one as well. So 2 overhead speakers. That's what kind of sets this one apart as well. It doesn't just have the 7.1. It has 2 above, which is really interesting. And now for the part that goes in the back of the chair, let's go ahead and pull this out. And we're done with this box. Alright, so quite the intimidating looking device, but it's not too bad, I promise you. We're going to go ahead and undo these. It's nice that they do give you the Velcro wraps as well. Alright, so nothing to it but to do it. Let's go ahead and start installing. So let's go ahead and put this up here. And I don't know if I actually showed you guys, but if we look at the bottom here, we do have the PC mic extension, HDMI eARC. We have a USB for actually upgrading the firmware. We have HDMI in and then power right there. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and grab this part right here, and we're going to mount it to the top. So let's pull this out as much as we can. And then this is just going to go right here. And this is why they recommend having a gaming style chair, because it needs this nice little lip on the front to keep it where it needs to go. So we'll go ahead and hang that there. Doesn't have to be perfect right away because we're going to tighten it with these other 2 below. So we're going to put both of the bottom ones up and through the top. And then we're going to pull it out of the bottom. Once you pull the cables from the bottom, all you have to do is put them through this top notch and tighten it down. So we're going to do the same thing here. We'll just pull this through and tighten it down. Now it's nice and sturdy. Now, all we're going to do is drop this on. And you'll notice that there's 2 screws. You're going to make sure that they're all the way out and then drop it in. Then all you have to do is screw these 2 in to secure it in place. We have to kind of adjust it a little bit to find the right spot, but there she is. Now we're going to go ahead and get the top sides. So here's one. We're going to plug this in here. And then we have the other one that we'll plug in on the right. And you can see that it actually has adjustment as well, so we can change the rotation if we'd like. It has a very strong hinge on there. And just check that out. That is a wild addition to the chair there. And again, there are 11 total speakers. That's 7.1.2 surround sound in this system. So I'm definitely going to try this out and we're going to see what it's like. All right, so ignore the mess, but here we are. All we have to do is pull this down and we have audio. You can adjust it to your height, so I can have it a little bit higher and still get that high up audio. If you're shorter, you can drop it down shorter, but it does have all the buttons and everything accessible here. Very, very interesting design. I'm gonna try this out now and see what it's like.
HDMI in, eARC, Bluetooth connected.
Whoa. Okay, so when this thing plays, it literally sounds like it's coming from all around you. Even in Bluetooth, where it's only 2 speakers, basically, that sounds insanely deep. That's really cool. I'm actually going to lower it a little bit more and play some audio here. So yeah, this sounds amazing. I can't wait to play some more games on it. I know that spatial audio can make all the difference in first-person shooters, so this is going to be really interesting to put to the test. Definitely follow my channel to see how it does. Hope you have a good one. Peace.